Hey y'all, hey. It is Friday. It has been a long week, right? This week feels extra long. A lot has happened this week, and we found out a whole lot this week, right? Well, it ain't gonna stop. First of all, today we're gonna Wendy is about to speak, y'all, live with Jason Lee. Let me go ahead and share my screen. We love Jason Lee over there at Hollywood Unlocked. We're gonna tune in to that. Let's see here. And then also, guys, we're gonna touch back over some of the other stuff that we didn't get to touch on yesterday. If you missed the show with Rick Party here, we'll touch on some more Wendy info that you need to know. How you doing? We want to make sure that Wendy's doing good. Hashtag free Wendy. Don't forget. All right. Plus, Dame Dash is Dame Dashing, y'all. We gotta talk. We gotta talk about Diddy, Donald Trump gonna save TikTok. I don't know. We want to know all that. So leave your thoughts in the comments about what you think about what's going on in the headlines. And then right now, let's do this. Let's go ahead over to let's see here. Hollywood Unlocked. No, I think it's the Jason Lee show. Let's see. Jason Lee show. Let's see here. Y'all, we got to get Wendy out, y'all. Yeah, this is not a joke. And it's so crazy to me because it's like when you say it out loud, no matter the reason, no matter the nothing, it's like it just seems so weird. Like the reality is we're literally putting out the bat signal to say, oh my God, y'all, everybody, the world, we got to help get Wendy Williams out of prison. Okay, now a luxury prison according to her needs, right? But it's not prison like she's in jail. She's been held against her will, people. In case you haven't noticed what this whole hoopla is about. All right, let's talk. Let's all right. So while we're here, y'all, just like his pop-up just said. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I need that support because that's the only way this channel gonna grow, y'all. That's the only way our community is gonna grow. Our safe space is gonna grow is by you subscribing. It costs you nothing to subscribe, not a dime. But if you want to support the channel as we grow until, you know what I'm saying, we start making a little something off our hard work, then you can send donations to the show right now to $ Radio-Muva. All right, now let's tune in. Wendy Williams speaks live exclusively with Jason Lee. Can y'all hear good? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. What is up, y'all? Oh, the blood clot. Can y'all hear good? If y'all got any problem hearing, let me know in the chat, okay?
My work is finished. The work is finished, a few years, like 3 years, as a matter of fact.
Can
And
y'all hear good?
and then to live in Miami with my family. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I wanted all my goddamn life. And my life has taken into a whole new direction in terms of dealing with a guardian. Look, I feel isolated, Jason.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that, first of all, Wendy, I miss you and love you. And everybody, and you may not see this, is talking about you online and wants to know why they have not freed Wendy. People love you. People miss you.
Have you ever tried to call me and I can't answer? Have you ever tried to?
Absolutely
Yes.
not.
Wow.
In fact, I was telling Alex, you and I would talk almost every day. I would come and see you every time I'm in New York. We would have a great time, and you are always attentive to me, and we would have a great experience. And so I've been so confused at this entire process. And Alex will tell you, Alex, I've called you multiple times, and Kevin, asking
Yes.
what is going on with Wendy.
Wow.
Yeah, well, you know what? This has been really, like I flew to Miami from New York, for my son. He finished, college, and and I was there in Miami for 9 days. This was, about a month, less than a month ago. You know what I'm saying?
Leave your thoughts in
We
the
had
comment,
a
y'all.
great time.
And
You know what I'm
definitely
saying? The
hashtag
family,
free
we
Wendy.
did so many different things, and this guardian person.
Wendy, I don't know that she's mad that you had a good time. I think she's mad that we now see that you're not incapacitated the way that they've told the media, that you're not, that you've lost all of your mind. You don't know where you are. I mean, the way that they've communicated to the world is almost as if you don't even know who you are. You sound better than ever right now on the phone. So I'm confused.
Thank you. Well, you want to know what? I feel like, I'm being controlled, by the system I'm in. I feel isolated. You understand? I did not know that my cats, my twin cats, were, given to somebody else. I had no idea until, believe it or not, 2 days ago.
Yeah,
she tells me, I'm talking about my cats, you know what I'm saying? And actually, Alex, I didn't tell you, my friend Lisa, and Lisa said, Wendy, I would have taken both of the cats until you're ready to have the cats back to you. I was like, oh my God, she would have. You know what I'm saying? Look, it's simple things like, if I want to go out, I'm only going out because, I'm going.
Like a dentist appointment or something like that.
Thank you. Listen, Jason, it's been so long since I've talked to you that I'm sorry if, I'm trying, and Alex, thank you for, talking me along, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I got liposuction breast implants years ago. So, working out, going to a gym has always been my mainstay. You understand what I'm saying? So it turns out that it wasn't until, the other week that because I wanted to go to there's this equinox right here. And I was telling Alex, anyway, the point is that my life is like, what in the world? This guardianship person, you understand what I'm saying? And regarding anything, pills, this is the pills. Look, where I am, the men and women are in their 90s, some are in their 80s and some are in their 70s. And I don't care if they're 60 like me. And nobody here is anything like me in the way of, feeling and moving and talking. I don't have anybody to talk to here. You understand? This is an old age home. This is the type of home. Well, Alex, you've been here before. You understand where I am. Listen.
I like Wendy to me.
I
What about y'all?
Food right here on the couch. I watch TV. I've got radio, and I look at the window. And this is what I do.
And that's day in and day out.
Yes.
Every day, every week, every hour. And, Jason,
updating the banner for y'all.
I just want to jump in here real quick, Aunt Wendy. When she was saying, you can hear the exuberance and almost in terms of there's so many different things that she's trying to get out. Because all of this has been happening and she hasn't been able to talk to anyone about it. So these are literally our conversations. She can't talk to her friends like you. She can't go out to a simple lunch, and go outside when she wants to. She can't just have unrestricted access to the people and the things that she loves. And, like I was saying earlier, being able to live her life in a dignified way that matches the person that she actually is, not the person that they're trying to put her out here to be, but who she actually is, who we're all hearing in this moment.
See, I feel emotionally abused, Jason. It's like, to be sequestered,
crazy, y'all.
Guardian and my system that I happen to be dealing with through this guardian person and the judge and the attorney, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm being sequestered so that you can put in the media whatever they tell you that I am. You understand what I'm saying, Jason?
Yes. I mean, the one thing that I know for sure is that you loved two things. You loved your show and your audience, and you loved your son. And to me, the way that you disappeared, there's no way in heaven or hell you would have left your son that way.
Disappeared is the right word.
When I called him to ask him how you were, he was terrified to even have a conversation with me. So it gave me this perception that you were almost being held by terrorists. When you talk to Sabrina Morrissey about getting out, what does she say?
Sabrina Morrissey says anything to keep me here because Sabrina's making money from me.
Of course.
And she told me that there's no money. And that's a lie. You're not going to be with somebody for 3 years and
I'm about to grab a bottle of water, y'all.
Especially the
Tell me
several
what I missed.
million
I'll be right back.
that I know that she has holding me hostage. Like my money, like I have like $15, and that's all I've had for 3 years. You understand what I'm saying?
In terms of in her wallet right now, physically on her, Jason is what she's saying. Yeah.
Excuse me, in my Goyard wallet. Like, labels are important, darling. But literally, and all of my stuff is in storage. I sold my apartment, which I wanted to do that too. Sell my apartment and live in Miami and be with my family and relax in Miami. And yes, I would like to work again in Miami, but simple work, and that would be something where I could even ask Alex, what do you think about, if I do this? And I only want to do it like once.
Living in South Florida would be great for Wendy. I
got my son a car for his graduation from college, and it had to be approved by my guardian person. It's like my money is my money. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
If I want to get my son, any car in the world, I've got the funds, and it's for my son. You understand what I'm saying?
That's all, Wendy.
People were telling me when you were in Miami with your son that they were monitoring you in a way where you didn't even really get to have alone time, that they were always near you, and in a way to try to control what you said, who said what. Is that accurate?
Yeah, excuse me. Yes, and my family can attest to that. Alex, you know the deal?
Yes, there was. We were being watched like hawks, and there was no period in which I was able to do anything with my aunt or that I was able to witness anybody else in my family doing things with her that did not come without eyes on us the whole time, which was a very weird feeling.
I mean, it was something so simple, like, my son Kevin had set up a girls' day where Alex and my sister Wanda and we all went and we had our nails done. You know what I'm saying? And I bought a new wig and we had our toes done and things like that. And I was being monitored like a hawk by these two married. A man and a woman, they're married people. They're from Miami. The girl on my money had to fly, the married woman had to fly to New York so that stay in a hotel on my money overnight, and then the two of us flew back to Miami for my son. And yes, this is all on my money. The guardian person is spending my money hand over fist. That I don't even have.
It's worse than Britney Spears' situation.
I don't understand why you have a guardian when you could clearly take care of yourself. There was a video that surfaced where when you exited your son's party, the driver or your car that the guardian was supposed to have for you wasn't even there, and you couldn't even find your transportation. So how is it that they're your guardian to take care of you, but yet didn't do that?
Oh my God! And that's a fact. Oh, thank you for saying that. And you want to know what? And that's one of the many things that the guardian person did not like. Like, what was I doing in the street? I said I was in the street because I had to cross the street. The common courtesy of a celebrity person like I am, you're supposed to have the car on the same side, so I get in.
Baby, Wendy is fine. Okay.
Jason, this. You and I talk with my aunt now. You guys,
that's no change.
Friendship is very clearly obvious to everybody, and this is the first time that she's talking with you
in years.
God knows how long, right? And so right now, in terms of
my
her
camera's
wanting
on
to speak out,
and I don't want to stop it in the middle of the
screen,
screen, so bear with it for this time.
Okay, fine.
And by the time we get back on screen, I will make sure
and
that it
whatever
is
you want
autofocus.
What makes sense for the woman that you are right now, which we are all clearly hearing. I'm championing that. So we have, we're trying to make sure that we share as much as possible, these interviews, the videos of the fact of who she actually is right now.
About 2 more minutes, and then we'll
I am caught up in
jump on because we got a couple other topics to talk about.
The system is failing me now. I am not being treated right. I am not being treated with dignity and respect.
And so my audience, I have millions of people who are all Wendy watchers, who are Wendy fans, who ask me all the time, where's Wendy, demanding that we do something. What are we asking people to do?
Alex?
And right now, so a few things. We are, of course, posting as much as possible and sharing with the hashtag Free Wendy.
Hashtag Free Wendy, y'all.
There's
All right, so check this out. We'll stop here. Because a lot of the information is, obviously information that we got in her first interview yesterday. And I just want to say, y'all, I have prayed for Wendy. And listen, I am well aware that we all got our own stuff going on. I get it. Trust me, y'all see some of my vlogs. Y'all see some of my daily dumps. You know, I got a lot going on right now. And everybody do, because life be lifing. You know what I'm saying? Life be lifing for everybody. But y'all, if we have to pay attention to this, because my concern is the type of things that not only the government, but law enforcement and our neighbor, right? So we can say our neighbor like each other, our fellow man. I don't want us to get so desensitized to seeing stuff that makes absolutely, positively 0 sense in real life that we become okay with it and we just don't say anything anymore. I don't want us to be okay with them telling us it's UFOs flying, but they don't know what it is, but it ain't nothing to worry about. And we be like, all right, cool. Shout it. I need more information. We got questions. I don't want them, I don't want us to hear Wendy Williams get on the radio and ask us to help free her. Y'all know that same energy y'all had for Brittany Griner when she was stuck in Russia? Not comparing. I am not comparing the two. I am only simply talking about recent public outrage that got so loud, of course. I mean, I know politics is different, but yeah, we cannot be okay with anybody, not a Brittany Griner, not any of the hostages from any of the situations, and definitely not Wendy, because she's a hostage too, clearly. Don't get caught up in the why she's there, so much so that you miss the fact that she is literally humbling herself beyond belief to ask each and every stranger in the world at the sound of any of our voice or that reads the hashtag to help free her so she can get to her family, so she can get control over her life again. Y'all, they can't even get out her door without them unlocking it. I shudder at the thought. Shudder at the thought. And we cannot, we can't be okay with so many of our amazing Black voices being silenced. We just can't. And boy, it's been on the road this last year and a half, hasn't it? What's understood don't need to be explained, but I am saying this. Sound the alarm, y'all, because something is clearly wrong here. You don't have to have it all figured out to know that something's wrong. And injustice to one, for real, is injustice for all. It hurts me, man. It really hurts me. And I just can't imagine. Free Wendy, y'all. Hashtag Free Wendy. We're gonna stay on top of this. If you missed it yesterday, I will put it back in the description. The link to her GoFundMe. Imagine having to do a GoFundMe because you can't touch your money that you worked your entire life for, because somebody else that you do not know, no relation, no nothing, is controlling your money and spending it at their will to control your life and everything you do in it, because a judge, who, by the way, has gotten in trouble before for taking bribes for conservatorships, just lets it go on. Sound the alarm, people. Hashtag free Wendy. And we're also, again, we're going to keep talking about the hashtag. So make sure you drop that now in the comments, right? Whenever you play this back, as well as I'm going to put the link again for her GoFundMe. Whatever you could do is good. Now, y'all. First of all, did y'all hear when Wendy? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to plug up my. Okay, I kicked out my laptop charger. All right. Y'all hear my cough? Yeah. If you've been listening since last week, you can tell that the pneumonia is getting way better. You hear how dry that little cough was? It was just a little. You only hear no snap, crackle pop, baby. Shout out to prednisone. Only thing I hate about steroids. Excuse me. Okay, that was a little snap. Only thing I hate about steroids is that they like make your face gain weight, and it's driving me nuts. It makes you gain weight, and it's driving me nuts. So I'm definitely about to be looking for a trainer and somebody gym and walking and swimming and everything. Gotta get it all toned up and just get healthy and fit, man. Put that energy into that. But I'm sure working out and all day is probably what Diddy doing. What y'all think? What y'all think Diddy do all day? Now, see, unlike Wendy, right? Because Wendy's in a conservatorship being held against her will in what her niece described as a luxury prison of sorts. But we all know that ain't where Diddy at. No. As a matter of fact, I don't know if y'all heard, but DJ Academics actually talked to Diddy, allegedly, on the phone from jail, y'all. Apparently, Tekashi 6ix9ine, Kool-Aid head boy, that look like the trolls, the cartoons of trolls. Okay, if you got kids, you know what I'm talking about. Look like the Trolls cartoon, Tekashi. The snitch, the first snitch in hip hop, I guess, the day he went public with. Anyway, y'all. So apparently Tekashi was being held there because he got arrested on like a probation violation. And so he was being held there until they transferred him to some other prison because, you know, he's in like I don't want to say witness protection, but some sort of protection he's still under from, remember him testifying in that gang case, right? So apparently he called Academics and was like, yo, Diddy right here, blah, 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 blah. And he was like, you want to talk to him? And, yo, Diddy. He said Diddy got on the phone, was like, yo, what's up, Playboy? Don't that sound like him? I could just see him chewing a wooden toothpick. Yo, what's up, Playboy? And he said, did he sound, said like he ready to fight. He ready to clear his name. He can't believe everything that's going on and everybody is saying about him. And you know how it just keep getting bigger and bigger. And now everybody got something to say. Everybody trying to blame him for everything. But you know, he ain't giving up. He fighting and he ready to clear his name. And apparently that is from the mouth of Diddy himself. Pause. By the way, I know women don't really say pause like that. It's becoming habit because so many people are overusing pause now when they talk about Diddy. Cut it out, y'all. We get it. Cut it out. We get it. But did y'all watch? Honey, did you see the new Diddy documentary on Peacock? Was it Monday night? I think it was Monday night. When was that? And I said that I was going to come back the next day. And I think like something happened and told y'all we was going to wait since Wendy was talking. Wendy talked, let me see, yesterday. Okay, yeah, so maybe Monday or Tuesday, right? Baby. Well, the same day Aaliyah's birthday was because her dog came out that day. Y'all, let me tell you something. I'm learning so much. And I'm gonna just say, I have been indirectly in and around music, radio, and media in entertainment since I was around the age of 12, 13, when I was in my first rap group. That's for a whole nother show. Don't go there. And a lot of these people, just by being in the same industry, I have either worked with directly or indirectly, cross path with. We share mutual friends, mutual work connections, etc. And maybe even hosted some of the same events or etc. Right? There's a lot of things that I know. There's a lot of things that go on in entertainment. I think nobody can dispute that a lot of people don't know, that's not talked about and probably won't ever be. But I am learning a lot. Ain't you learning a lot too? Ain't you learning a lot about the people? First of all, people that you didn't even know hung together. Okay, people that you didn't expect to be at certain parties. People that you did, and I mean, listen, I ain't judging. To each his own. However, y'all, I am starting to look at now. Okay, let me be clear when I say this so that it doesn't get misconstrued with what I'm actually saying. Okay. Y'all, okay. Hold on, I'm sorry. Let me come back. Yeah. I am actually starting to look at Diddy's story a little differently. Uh-huh. What do you mean, mother? Mother, what you talking about? Mother, what you mean? You don't know if he did it or not? I didn't say anything about the stories against Diddy. Yeah. What I said was that I'm starting to look at Diddy's stories with an S differently. Because y'all, I think for the longest time, and listen, I have a son that is a musician. And so when he was a teenager and first wanted to get into the music industry and stuff, and even my older son at one point was doing some production. And so, I would like give them examples of, successful people to look at their life stories, like a Diddy, like a Kevin Lyles, like, those type of things, so that they could have great examples of men of color, right, doing what it is they said they wanted to do, and really getting to know their story so they could see their journey and their hard work, etc., and how it got them to where they are today. Okay. So if you anything like me, you always thought, okay, boom, 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 the run of the mill story. Boom. And by the way, I have met Diddy once in person. Okay, at a party, not a Diddy party. Okay, at a party at a club, not a Diddy party. Let me say that again. Or a white party or any of that. It was just a party Diddy hosted at the club for signing new artists at that time. And there are some things that we all thought we knew about Diddy. We knew Diddy went to Howard, right? We knew that Diddy used to throw parties as a party promoter at Howard, right? We knew something happened. Okay, we knew something happened with some sort of party that he threw where people got hurt or somebody got killed from being trampled or something like that. But we never really got a lot about that story, right? What's other things we know? We knew Misa Hilton was his baby mama. We knew Kim Porter, right? We knew Biggie and Craig Mack was his first artist. And more importantly, even before then, we knew that he was a intern. And that is what I always loved about Diddy's story, especially when I even talked to like students I used to mentor as well, like up under me, or who would be my work for us at the station, etc., at the stations. I would love to say, like, look, even Diddy was an intern, right? And a lot of times, just like when you get somebody Facebook or Instagram, you get a snapshot of their life on social media. We do the same thing. Why you think they made filters? Okay. Why you think we do what we do? I mean, nobody wants to, we're not obligated. The same way we don't have to show and tell everything on our social media to another person's liking. We can tell you enough so that you can draw your own conclusion, but still be able to get the story. I believe that, celebrities, the same thing. I believe the same thing. So I feel like we all probably thought the basics about Diddy when it comes to that. But baby, let me tell you something. You got to watch that documentary. This one on Peacock. Because y'all, first of all, the stuff that they're trying to dig back up on the back of this Diddy case is what is alarming to me. Because what's alarming to me, people, is if any of this stuff that they're trying to pull up on the back of this Diddy case is true, then that means when it was happening, nobody did anything or nobody said anything. And so then you start having to pick a side, right? You start having to pick a side with who's right and who's wrong. Because if we're going to hold some people accountable for not saying nothing, right? But it could be some of the people that's bringing some of the charges or et cetera, then how do we not hold everybody accountable? So then you got to start picking sides based off who you believe. And I mean, that's neither here nor there because that's in anything, right? Baby, let me tell you something. Yeah, Diddy was an intern, all right. But, I knew Kim Porter was from Columbus, Georgia. Shout out to everybody in Columbus, GA. Hey, what's up, my Tri-City family? I lived in Columbus twice in my career. Love Columbus, Georgia. Shout out to Davis Broadcasting, Double O Key, Michael Soul. Shout out to everybody over there. Mr. Davis, Mrs. Davis, Janine, Lil Greg. Hey, y'all. Hey, Angela. Hey, Christy. Hey. Okay, sorry. So, y'all, I knew Kim Porter was from Columbus, Georgia. And the only reason I knew that because my intern at the time, all the way back then in Columbus, her name was also KP. Hey, KP. She's an amazing stylist now, hairstylist. And KP was the one, she knew Quincy, which is Kim Porter's son, but is Al B. Sure's son, but Diddy claimed him as his son. Honey, listen, Diddy ain't had to tell us that wasn't his son for real, because, baby, you thought we looked at Justin and was like, okay, wait, maybe he looked like his mama. But, honey, let me tell you something. Quincy, literally, Al B. Sure hawk spit on his face, okay? You can't deny him by any means necessary. So KP at the time, my intern, was the one who was putting me up on game. Letting me know, like, yeah, Kim Porter is from Columbus, Georgia. Quincy spends the summers here, blah, 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 blah. So she was giving me her little insights that she know about how people met, et cetera, et cetera. But baby, it did not prepare me for what Al B. Sure let us know on the documentary on Peacock. Let's see here. Let's see if we can see a little clip on it. Al B. Sure, Diddy, Peacock. Oops. Excuse me, y'all. Let's see if let's watch the trailer again, see if it's there, and then I can take you from there.
Sean Combs is a monster.
I want to speak about this now because I've witnessed everything.
I think Sean Combs can get
Hold on,
away
y'all.
with
Here we go.
anything.
I've known Sean since he was 4 years old. That's my little bro.
He already knew what he wanted. I can be a manager, just give me a chance.
I went to a lot of puffy parties. These were the parties that you needed exclusive access to get into.
He thought that if people fear him,
Oh,
they respect
Gio.
him.
Honestly, I didn't want to be around him unless there was cameras.
Nobody's shooting me. Nobody's shooting me. Nobody's shooting me.
When Puff was around, it was like, uh-oh, get it together or this could be over.
You got me acting crazy in front of all these people.
Something is not right with this.
Al B. Sure, y'all.
I've been with Sean for quite a while, and I've captured a lot of moments. Anytime with the studio or any rooms is red, is making love and sex. Some of the ones who went in the room, for sure, they were underage.
They said they could ship me off and sell me to anyone. How did this superstar music mogul become an alleged monster?
Yeah.
And I can show you how we have fun and stay out of jail, too.
They wild for that. Y'all, let me tell you something. Y'all gotta watch it, baby. You better pay that little $5. And download the app and just get the one with the commercials. You know, it's cheaper. But I think it's like $5 a month. But if you haven't, I did. So let me tell you about it. Honey, I'll be sure. Let me put this in the chat so I can see what y'all tell me what y'all think. So y'all, I'll be sure. Okay, let me stop talking. I'll be sure told us how Diddy really got into his internship. So he said, kind of like what we expected. We obviously see if that's the way he is as a businessman, and he had to be a hungry person as an intern. I get it. You know what I'm saying? That's how you should be if you want to win, if you really want to stand out, if you really want to get the position. But he was saying, I guess him and allegedly Biggie, Lord. Diddy and Heavy D were both from Mount Vernon originally. And I guess Heavy D introduced him to Steve Harrell. And then, Diddy just like stalked basically Steve Harrell to get the internship. And not stalked in a bad way, but like stalked like I'm the person for the job. Anyway, so come to find out, y'all. First of all, let's be clear. Al B. Sure was popping that okay? Al B. Sure said, a lot of people probably don't know, but Al B. Sure built Uptown Records. Now, I'm paraphrasing. So either it was Al B. Sure built Uptown Records, or he said Uptown Records was built on the back of Al B. Sure. One of those two. Either way, it means the same thing to us, right? So y'all, now, apparently, like every business, when it starts off small, not a lot of people. Diddy was an intern. Kim Porter, who was Al B. Sure's girlfriend at the time, rest in peace to Kim Porter, was the receptionist. And so apparently when Diddy saw her, like everything else, like when he met Steve Harrell and went hard to get the internship, etc., and was letting him know he the man for the job, etc., right, y'all? Apparently, Diddy saw her and was just like, oh, yeah. Oh, I'm going to make her mine. I'm going to make her mine. That's it. It's love at first sight. And he went that hard. Well, let me fast forward. So basically what Al B. Sure was saying is from the beginning, it was drama. From the beginning, it was drama. And that Diddy always had a problem. Like, first of all, he said Diddy violated bro code. Now, I'm not a dude. So, fellas, if you've seen it, the fact that, Diddy worked there with them and they told him that was Al B. Sure girlfriend, etc., and he still shot his shot and got her, or he waited till they broke up or something like that, and then he slid right in and was waiting, till they broke up and got her. And then Al B. Sure, the first thing he says is that he violated bro code. Did he, y'all? Al B. Sure, so let's start there, said Diddy violated bro code. We don't gotta ask that, but I do want to know that. What y'all think? He's like, because if we cool and you going through something with your girl or something, you don't backdoor that person and then go try to holler as soon as y'all got problems. So basically, he was saying he was doing some sucker-ish from the beginning. Okay, but apparently Kim Porter was like the peacekeeper between them all. Anyway, y'all, so fast forward, Al B. Sure is like all these years, Puffy made it seem like he adopted Quincy. That's a lie. There is no paperwork. And if you don't believe him, look at Quincy's actual name on his birth certificate. Okay, his last name is still Brown, never changed, no matter what they try to do. Like literally, like Diddy basically tried to take his son. Like not take him, like steal him, but like take over him, like clearly, like that's just his personality. And like how he does. He just takes over everything he wants. That's basically what I got from that. But the real tea, y'all, was that LB Shore almost made it seem like he stayed away to keep the drama down for Kim and Quincy. Like, and that he feels like everybody in that situation. Now, this was the scary part, okay? So you're talking about Andre Harrell, you're talking about Biggie, right? You're talking about Diddy. Okay, so let's see who it is. We got Andre Harrell, Heavy D, you got Biggie, Craig Mack, both Diddy's artists in the beginning, right? You got Albie Shore. Okay. Now, let me see. Did I leave anybody else off this? Okay. So here we go. Andre Harrell. I think he died like 2 years ago, something like that, a year or two ago, right? He was found dead at home. He had a heart attack. He died from heart failure, right? Biggie, we know that he was killed during the East Coast, West Coast beef, but more than one person in the documentary are trying to allude that they believe that Diddy had something to do with Biggie's death. Now, I heard when they said, okay, something, Keepy D tried to implicate Diddy with Tupac death, but several of Diddy's own people in this documentary are doing their best to try to correlate events and things that happened to say that Diddy likely had something to do with Biggie's death being set up. I don't know. That's all alleged. Craig Mack, I still don't know how Craig Mack died for real, y'all. Some people say it was AIDS. Some people say he moved down to the country in South Carolina. Y'all know? If you know, let me know in the chat. I don't know. Some people say he lost his mind or something. I don't know. Heavy D. Now, my sources told me that this is all alleged. God bless the dead, Heavy D. I love you, Heavy D. This is not, me gossiping. I'm just saying what I heard. My sources said Heavy D had some lipo and traveled too soon. And that is how he got the embolic. I'm probably saying the wrong type of blood clot, but let's just say this. And that's how he got the blood clot in his leg on the flight back from wherever he was coming from back to California. And the blood clot traveled to his lung or something like that. But apparently, according to these people on the documentary, they're trying to say that if you look at it, the only one still standing is out of that whole group is Diddy and Albie Shore. And y'all, if you don't remember, Albie Shore almost died. Look at this. Albie Shore almost died, y'all. And I almost forgot about it. Okay. Albie Shore coma, right? Y'all, anyway, so he goes almost as far as to basically say he know Diddy did it. He basically says he feels like Kim Porter knew too much and that it is true that she was writing a book and that she was the original Kathy, allegedly, y'all. I'm telling you, this is deep. That she was the original Kathy, right, y'all? And that she was about to be the one to blow the whistle. So they're saying when Diddy found out that Kim Porter was about to be the one to blow the whistle, y'all, all of a sudden, she was found dead. Now, her autopsy report says she died from lumbar pneumonia. Okay, that's what's on her autopsy report officially. But Albie Shore ain't going for that. And Albie Shore ain't going for that because he said he knows so much that he can't even say a lot about it because of legal proceedings. Now, real quick, just to take you back, if you like me and you forgot about what happened to Albie, let's just see if we can see this real quick, right? See what Albie said.
Now it appears that Albie Shore is ready to spill all the Hennessy about how.
Oh, Lord, y'all. See what I'm saying? That boy, no, he looked just like his daddy.
He fell into a coma, and he's allegedly pointing the finger at Diddy. He had Quincy. Now, Albie Shore has always had his doubts.
All right. Let's see. Let me see something. Let's see.
Stay in prayer. I'm telling you how important it is. It's never been more important in life right now. Pray for the young people. You know what this is. It's not a game.
We still look good though.
And please understand very clearly, there is zero woosah moments, me talking about situations for over.
All right. Okay. That sounds like when he was just kind of cryptically alluding to it. Oh, I never saw this. Let me see real quick.
When someone cheats and they have a child with someone else, that's my boundary. That's, for me, that's where I draw the line. And so
I forgot about that. I forgot because the other little boy not little boy, because I think he Quincy age. How and why does she have a non-family, a friend, guardian? Who you talking about? Jean, am I saying your name right, Jean? Or Jeanne? How and why does she have a non-family? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. You talking about Wendy? Your message just popped up. I'm sorry. Hey. That is the big thing that we trying to find out. That is one of the things that we are trying to find out, because let me tell you something. Apparently, this is what my sources told me. But we got to do a little bit more research because, we don't just believe everything somebody tell us. We always have questions. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, I can't say the whole story allegedly, but I will say this. I will say the laws in New York is what worked against Wendy in this situation. So I don't think anybody who was involved with Wendy being put under this conservatorship or even put up for it to be tested for it knew the full extent of the laws of New York conservatorship, and that the judge appoints the guardian. Judge has the final say. So it's not like you could say, this is a family member, she wants to be her guardian. Like I said, I'm my dad's guardian, my dad's legal guardian and durable power of attorney. However, my dad also is married. Okay. So, but we were able to choose, let my dad, he was able to, he wasn't deemed incompetent or anything of that nature, but he does have dementia. So what they're claiming is that Wendy had dementia from her screening for that. But whoever was helping to facilitate, get her into that situation, they were not aware of the ramifications of New York laws on conservatorship. And that's something else we all got to look at, y'all, because this is scary to me. Because if it can happen to Wendy, imagine to the people who don't have a voice, not on TV, not on the radio, not online, not on nothing, that this probably happens to every day. That's scary. That is scary. And she's trying to answer your question, Jean. She's been trying to get a family member to be her guardian, her son, her niece, her sister. And they will not do it. Hence why we got a hashtag free Wendy. All right, y'all. So just to wrap up the whole Diddy situation, which we still got questions and we got to come back to, what we're going to have to do is take a deep dive down everything that Al B. Shore is claiming. We ain't going to do that now because, we about to wrap up the stream. How long we been on? Almost an hour? Okay, good. But y'all, if whatever you hear, let your girl know. Let me know in the comments. So last but not least, y'all, all these folks I see crying about TikTok. Stop it. Just stop. Stop. Now listen, I've been on TikTok 2 seconds. Okay, well, longer than that, but you know what I'm saying. I really, once I got into streaming and full-time and doing content creation full-time as well, I really was like, okay, let me get back into my TikTok, because we got to make sure that we're active on all platforms as I tie them together to make them work together cohesively. Well, y'all, people is having whole meltdowns. Yo, I am dying laughing at the TikTok funeral skits that people doing online. Funny. Y'all are so damn funny. Hilarious. Well, Number one, I want to tell y'all, people are migrating to other apps, and this is an app I think y'all should check out. One of my people, he has had this app for years. He's been building it. Isaac Hayes' son, Isaac Hayes Jr. Isaac Hayes the third. And the app is called Fanbase. Check it out. We'll dive into it in another video, but check that out. But also, y'all, listen, take your blood pressure medicine. Take your what them things is Future say, take Xanax, take all them and relax, okay? TikTok ain't going nowhere. Y'all don't know by now how your homeboy Donald Trump do. You know Donald Trump got to wait till the last minute to right before the clock strike 12 and Cinderella turn back into a maid and her shoe and all that turn back into a pumpkin, right? Let me tell you, listen, you don't believe me? Y'all should have known this anyway. But listen what Donald Trump told CNN today about TikTok. All right, this is my last story. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna go. And I swear, y'all, every time I be talking about Donald Trump, I almost want to be like this ninja. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Where is it? Y'all got to hear this. Let me see videos. I don't think it's a short. I think it's an actual video. Let me see real quick. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Okay, here we go, y'all. Here we go. Look. In case you've been under a rock somewhere, are you like tick who? Child, they trying to ban TikTok. If you don't know what it is, everybody pretty much know what Facebook is. It's the Facebook, but not Facebook. It's something like Facebook, but it's TikTok shit. Look it up. Anyway, y'all. So the Supreme Court popping their collar, flexing like, listen, I said what I said, and we ain't backing down, right? Meanwhile, y'all doing funeral skits on TikTok. Whole funerals. I even seen somebody with the TikTok logo printed out in a damn real casket. Y'all are hilarious. The internet is undefeated every single time. But y'all know TikTok ain't going nowhere, right? Y'all do know this, right? You do know this, right? Okay, I'm just making sure that you know Look, listen what Donald Trump told her today. Look.
In preventing China from collecting the personal data of tens of millions of
Let me find. I just want to find out one
First
part.
Amendment. As we know, nearly 200 million Americans about an app that collects an enormous amount of data.
All right. Come on, girl.
Well, it kind of falls to President-elect Trump if he is able to show that there are serious good faith negotiations underway to sell TikTok. This ban could be paused, but the Supreme Court today also could have paused this and given him more time to engage in those negotiations.
And they didn't.
The court chose not to do that. Pamela?
Yeah, that's certainly notable. I want to bring Joan in because it's interesting. You know, Donald Trump was once spearheading the effort to ban TikTok, and then he's had this reversal. He wants to save it, right? The justices actually noted that he once tried to ban it.
They did. Right at the top of the opinion, in a couple different instances, the justices referred to the fact that in August of 2020, Donald Trump had actually issued an executive order against TikTok.
Yeah, I remember that.
He also noted that he had expressed concerns for the vast swaths of information that TikTok collects on American users. And that goes to the justices' grounds. Just to remind everyone what the data
come on and say what Donald Trump
170
said.
million users would be in a position to covertly manipulate messages, different kinds of propaganda. The justices actually set aside the second reasoning. This is talked about information that could be collected now on young, that data collection, but
that look, the decision is ultimately up to me.
Here we go, y'all.
And so now you have Donald Trump, who told me on the phone this morning that, look, the decision is ultimately up to me. Congress has given me the decision to do it. Now, we know the law allows this 90-day extension if there are actual, real, tangible negotiations happening. But ByteDance has said it doesn't want to sell TikTok. And so there's this looming question of what's going to happen Sunday when this ban takes place. And between that time and when Donald Trump takes office Monday officially, and what options are available to him?
Yeah, I'm curious what he's being advised as far as how much discretion he has. I don't think this
Watch
law, as it was passed and as President Biden signed it, really gives the president-elect, future President Trump, a whole lot of flexibility in terms of being able to put the brakes on it once it goes into effect. There's a couple different options he has available. One, he could quickly see if he can put together a buyer group and
You know what Trump said, y'all? Well, ultimately, it's up to me. Anyway, so we'll say TikTok. It'll be fine. So could y'all please end the funerals? How much y'all want to bet? TikTok ain't going no damn where. Bet some. Lunch on y'all. If TikTok is still here Monday on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. All right, y'all. That's going to be it for this stream. If you have not yet, please make sure you gotta subscribe to the channel. That's the only way we're going to make this crew and community grow, baby. All right? Radio-Muva on everything. But the mothership is YouTube, of course. Radio-Muva. And to get down and support the show and help it grow while we in our grassroots, you can donate to the show on Cash App at $ Radio-Muva. All right, y'all. So we still got other things to talk about. If it's a news story you wanted me to talk about that I didn't, make sure you drop it in the chat so I can see it for next time. We still got to talk about what's going on with Diddy. Okay. It's still, yes. Can you believe it? And y'all, you ain't gonna believe. Let me just say this first, because we definitely gonna talk about this as much as I don't want to. Y'all, I woke up this morning, okay, and I'm running errands, and I'm putting my phone down, and something popped across the screen. Remaining YSL defendants in trial live. I was like, I know you. Wait, I know IKYFL. Really? Oh, hell, more YSL. So what it seems to be, y'all, is Judge Whitaker, our homegirl. She was doing a status hearing, y'all, on the remaining 5 people that's still trying to go to trial. Even one of my old lawyers in there is one of the lawyers. I was like, what? Y'all, it is 2025 and we are still talking about YSL. Why? Can somebody tell me why? Why YSL still? And I'm going to tell you something, baby. The judge, she was getting on him today too. Throw the whole thing away, please. Because at this point, do it really matter if they did it or not? The case has been so grossly mishandled. Child, if y'all don't throw that YSL case away and give me back that little part of my YouTube, shoot. But we gonna keep our eye on it though, because we got to keep our eye on what's going on. And also, well, I'll tell you about that later. Just make sure you subscribe to the channel, okay? And hit the notification bell so that you can know when I'm live again, new content is going up. All right, you got questions? You got because we always have questions. Comments you want to leave in the chat, topics you want to talk about, make sure you leave them in the chat or inbox me. I love you guys, and I will see you on the Daily Dump.